Prepare for battle.
Fight me. Did I hear a squeak? Process!
You know, some people might be mistaken for thinking we've seen this series recently. We've seen our ends, but that's not the case, folks. Now, that was Secret versus Very Powerful. This is Secret versus Virtus Pro, and I'm sure we are not heading for another 2-0 in favor of VP here, Pycat.
Kind of like the VP. Like the panel mentioned, if the game goes later on, I think
30 seconds to battle.
you can get the nullifier on Riki. The Omni-Knight, of course. And like a strong Riki, this Guardian type of items, then it does become very hard for VP. I kind of like this Underlord. He buys, buys some mech, you buy some pipe. I think this VP lineup, they can group up pretty early on. Have this, the Underlord in the front, the Sven in the front, the Omni-Knight, he gets to sit back a little bit. Same with Lina, Invoker. They can cast their spells from afar, and thing is, Secret, they need to do kind of well in the laning stage, otherwise they risk getting kind of run over. Like, if VP just ball up and take a bunch of towers, then kind of hard for Secret to play.
They've at least picked heroes that can actually kind of run over their opponents a bit, right? Like the Mars Phoenix combo can't be underestimated. Also, the Puck is kind of a curveball. We know Puppy likes to throw this in there, but in conjunction with the Drow, they might have a way to maybe at least punish Save on this.
Yeah, potentially. Underlord is no pushover though. I mean, you kind of just push this lane, I think. Or you play it. It's hard for Puck to keep trading with Lina. You have the stun, right? Dodge it, but it's not the easiest lane. Underlord with the Atrophy Aura is should be pretty good. It's pretty easy for you to blast it.
That's true. This isn't the Puck that we used to see Puppy play so dominantly. Not because of how he's changed, but because of how the hero changed, right? Like we had that patch about half a year ago where the physical damage on Puck made him good as practically any role in the team.
No, exactly. You can see Puppy is already kind of out of mana here. Not really sure what to do. Maybe get some pulse off. Don't have your smoke now though. They body blocked it. Managed to body block both these.
I mean, Save is screwing with Puppy in a lot of ways. Look where his core is as well. Save kept it near the outpost because that was what Puppy was moving to try and snipe out. So he will at least get clarity so you can maybe try and actually look for those core shenanigans that the lane goes on. But look at another lane though. Look at the mid.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, on a positive note for Secret. I mean, the Riki has such good base damage and the animation is not bad either. You have enough region to harass from Invo. Don't really care about any of his spells like this Crosswax Invo. Kind of just outlasted the Invoker. You don't really have to worry too much about the harass. You can dodge out these spells with the whatever EMP type of things. Doesn't really care that much about this hero.
I also like the Secret trying to run this Riki in the mid lane. We've seen a few teams try this as well. I think OG were doing it. It feels like people are over this idea of the +1 Riki, right? Like it makes more sense as a 2 for when it's most powerful, which is once it gets that Diffusal Blade.
Yeah, and the thing is that since it also has this good matchup against people, a lot of levels early on, and he gets this pretty much from this mid lane. If you're facing some tougher mid with more damage and spam and stuff, it can be kind of annoying for you, but Invoker, you don't really have all the good damage, right? You have pretty good sustain, but doesn't really care since he has such...
Yeah, not to mention the fact that when he has so much armor on regen, that little damage that you do it becomes completely negligible. It just turns into kind of a moot lane. And it's like when you watch a DK versus... give me the most passive matchup you can think of for a Dragon Knight mid.
Passive. I mean, I think DK Invoker should be pretty happy for...
That's true.
Like, it's also like these days, like even the Queen of Pain, it doesn't feel that bad for DK. He just... Dragon Blood, you can sustain through this harassment from the thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those lanes where the strong base damage on have against this.
The course, the difference here is GPK should be able to get active a little bit sooner, whereas, you know, this really is a mid laner that needs to be, his potential is unlocked by an item, right? He needs that diffusal before he can easily start to rotate.
No, exactly. Invoker, he wants his fate to potentially earn. The top lane, like mid lane sort of favoring Secret, the top lane for now. DM having a pretty good time here.
Oh, it's going pretty well top actually for Secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh! There it is, he'll get it.
Yeah, they're gonna get him. Yeah, they just
nice
down
space.
save. Yeah, exactly. He's already with Tendonize. Tomaman not unhappy though. He's also getting some of his farm, so.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit rough when you can't punish the Underlord level 1-2, right? Now that he's got 2 points in the Ash Fiora, this should just be smooth sailing for DM. In fact, you're kind of approaching a point where Save could maybe start to look to shift elsewhere and just leave Underlord to his own devices.
Yeah, Puck doesn't really do all that much harassment. Since Dry Ranger is kind of low on mana, it's hard to follow up on this Underlord if you can't chase him down with the Frost. You can always just pour it out as well. Puck hit 6. Not really a problematic lane.
And then if you're thinking about like where Lina can rotate, I mean, there's some potential in this bot lane to kind of start to punish onto the Mars with a few levels on the spec.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a bit though. Like you need the Phoenix to kind of commit fight, otherwise I feel like it's too easy. Pace is not all that strong. You can follow up with the Lina stun on top of the stun, but it's not likely to result in a kill. You can just run away with the Mars. Dive away, so.
I like the way the GPK's been budgeting his mana in this lane. Like, that's usually a big thing for Invoker. He's almost always half mana, and he's actually starting to put a little bit of pressure into Nisha. So while CS is definitely still going the Ricky's way, just look how much GPK is now caught up.
Yeah, I think the way, kind of the way like you have to play this. Now, of course, it can get a bit annoying. Might not always stagger. It's like, I think GPK is kind of doing the best that you can do in a matchup that is favorable.
Yeah. I think the other impressive part is he's able to maybe expend mana like this, because I don't really see a way that Secret can rotate to mid, right? It's not easy for them to come and try and kill GPK on this lane.
No, unless he's already semi-low, then it's pretty hard to make this happen. You would need either the Mars to pretty much what you've got. And I think that's kind of the little bit wonky part about Secret's draft, I would say, is that their rotations are not that strong before they get this. They need to they need the coil on Puck, they need the Mars arena. Hard for them to set up kills before they get these things. The diffuse. Those are kind of the ways that they make plays.
Yeah, and even when you have these items, you're still up against this Sven later on who, you know, once he gets an Axe, it was mentioned by the panel, he still feels unstoppable, right? You can get out of the arena, you can shift away from the Puck's initiation. It feels like there's going to be even more pressure on Nisha to try and lock him down, but how do you do that when an Omni Knight will be there to purge off the diffusal?
Yeah, Secret need to find the Omni Knight in the fights. Kind of how they win. They need to go about, like, they need to get into this backline, right? They need to start a fight, then kind of just go in with all their heroes. Get in the Phoenix egg, maybe it dies, maybe it doesn't, kind of whatever. Then just try to get on top of the backline, kill some of these heroes, and start thinking about how you can bring, unless he's just caught out of position.
Rotation from GPK. Top lane. Save is wrapping around him, but Superman not able to sidestep the LSA in time. Boots, are they going to be good enough to get him out of it? It looks like it's not going to be the case. DM gets the final hit. Nice rotation from GPK. Question is whether DM can actually now turn this into anything. In fact, they might just switch lanes. Yeah, DM's just going to walk towards the mid. He's like, okay, I mean, you know, you can do more damage up here while Nisha can't damage either of us in the mid. Although he's trying for Ilias.
Trying to get on top of this.
This could backfire. This could backfire very quickly.
I don't think
Epic
they
is here with the Ghost Strike,
though.
You get the Stormhammer out in time. The roots as well, so a lot of damage. Screw detection, just kill him quicker. And he's going to be caught in the root again. He tried for the escape. Did not land on the right side, though. Nice rotation from VP.
Yeah, I think really good execution. Without the detection, it's hard to make the kill happen, but the point in Pit of Malice and the Firestorm just deals a lot of damage.
I think this is going to send the wrong message to people spectating this in the chat about what they shouldn't buy in the pub games against Riki. Detection is usually advised, folks. They shift Riki top, so they're just trying to mirror GPK. The problem with GPK can move to location to make kills happen. Can Nisha do the same? Sans comes out and save. A lot of damage being done. Nice tornado save there, though. Unnamed save, protected by the purification. Out of mana on Riki. Be able to move away as they don't have detection in once more. But it's just invalidating him. It's making sure he can actually do nothing compared to GPK, who's already had some impact.
Yeah, and I also like the decision. Just shift this off of this lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
Real need for him to
is
just
under
sit up there and kind of tank this unfavorable matchup. Rather you just move to a different lane where you can apply some pressure, forces Matomba Man off the lane. In turn, Yapster will take off up the mid lane. He's gonna try to get to 6. Poppy's just sitting here top.
Now, someone you didn't mention, someone's been quite silent in this so far, has been farming up pretty well. Zion in the bot lane is actually top net worth for Secret right now. Mars, a good timing on those first 1-2 items can have a big impact. It's just, that's what we're waiting to see now. He has level 7, he has the arena. It's a case of where he wants to get active.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like by VP right now is the fact that he parked this under bottom lane. I think right now, I feel like he could be put to much better use in a different lane. What's happening now is just he's kind of just pushing the lane. The good thing is that side then sort of has to stay here, or they have to put some hero here to cut this lane. Otherwise, it's kind of obvious. Might actually try on Ian here though.
I'm thinking about it. I'll pin him to a tree. There's going to be killing Phoenix elsewhere, but this is the big one if they can get it. They need another proc. Multi-shot is good enough. DM will fall. Just TP'd out there for nothing. Now Timberman has a free lane. Zai still has the arena to play with.
I think that's the biggest kill they can find right now. So very nice that it's both Matomba and Zai getting in. They both need the levels. Now Matomba Man gets the free bottom lane. Since I can, like you said, just some sort of rotation, try to get about taking this mid tower. It will be much better for Secret if they can get this mid tower traded for.
Here it comes. Oh, GPK, nice tornado through. Arena's still going to go down. They're going to pin him. The head commit as well. Oh, the tools at their disposal. Not risking it, but they're wrap around. Epic Kid is arriving here. Does get stunned up by the egg. They can't find a target out of Anisha. It's just looming nearby. He's thinking about going on Ilias. He's going to jump the back line. Dream Call's going to be thrown out just to control this Sven. He will snap it and pursue forward. There's not going to be a kill for Riki. Instead, he's getting hit like the LSA. The Laguna as well. Nisha, the one in trouble, trying to move away quickly. Stormhammer not dodged out. He's going to tick down to the Firestorm. Ilias will fall to Puppy in the end, but they will also then find Puppy in response.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, so fairly even trade. Bottom tower dead for top tower, dead for Secret. They both lose 2 mid. So I would say just a kind of fairly even trade. I think the one nice thing for Secret that they got in a lot of that tower. If you ever leave this tower alone for a bit too long, it's quite easy for Secret to take this with the Mars or the Raw Ranger.
I mean, credit though to GPK to anticipate what they were doing there. Immediately throwing out the tornado, because if they get that arena down instantly, or more importantly, if they get the spear and then they save the arena, it's an awkward fight for VP. That's why Zai was rationing that arena so much and didn't want to use it on DM in the bot lane.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of looked like he shift queued up the port into the turn. Yeah, I mean, if you're ready with that spear, you don't need a lot of time, so it might have just been shit. You might have known. I'm not sure if this ward that they had previously mid lane. I think it got dewarded. Might have spotted something.
It feels a bit predictable as well, right? Like Secret, where else are they going to push? They'd already taken the bot tier 1, or it was looking done. They want more with Riki at the minute, so. Except a little bit obvious, but credit to GPK nonetheless. On the issue, he has got a long way to still go. He's almost got the first blade of alacrity. The question is whether Zai can actually make 1 or 2 other big plays to kind of create that space so that Diffuser will be online afterwards. And with this smoke, they look to do exactly that. They see the 2. Puppy, he's got the Dream Core, but now the Heavenly Grace is there. There's no point in doing this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, exactly. Well, DM though.
We'll jump in. They see their target, the Dream Core. DM thought he could confidently sit here and defend the town. He was wrong.
Radiant's middle
Easy claim for Secret. And they've got the big ult still. That's the big thing about this. Is an unusual pick-off onto an Underlord, and they still have their big team fight to use. Nisha in trouble. Needs to get out. LSA perfectly timed the Stormhammer to kill him off, though. He's gone.
It's not the heat.
Yeah, I think both Nisha and the DM, that's our kind of... they put their teams in sort of awkward positions. DM, he's sort of the strongest hero now. Maybe the Sven is starting to pick up a bit, but definitely quite strong on that Underlord. You want the Riki to keep farming, but they're sort of getting caught outside, you know, where maybe they should be.
Yeah, it's the overconfidence, right? Like, Nisha's like, I'm an elusive hero, you can't find me. DM, at this point, he should feel like the unkillable, as you're mentioning. It's just not ended up being the case. Credits both teams for proving them wrong in that. Nisha, now Hans fought an Alias. They're going to look for the TP out as DM has primed it. They'll get away with the Dark Rift. And they're really going to go down. They found one, but save. He sidesteps the spear. However, the damage is too much. They will still find him. GPK lingering around an invis here. The Puppy has the Dream Call, so he should respect this and look to back up. Ooh, they know about
nice,
GPK as well.
Nice move by GPK, I think, to just go into that ghost wall. Not come with the Underlord into the back to the base. Rather just goes in this, he's scouting a bit. He's gonna find this ward quite easily now.
I'm surprised Puppy's not denying it, because he knew that GPK was there at the end. He noticed the Ghost Walk effect on the creeps, but maybe he thought he cheekily got away with that ward entirely, or maybe they just planned to use it in the next minute before it can be de-warded. Yeah,
maybe he thought that the Invoker just, like, he came up out of there through the fog, and then he didn't see it earlier on.
I'll take that.
Rune's gonna be split. And Puppy did scout out that there are heroes in this bot area. And with this ward down by the side of Virtus Pro, it's likely they're going to try and take this tier 1 to the bot. So it might be a trade as Matuma Man is looking to just cut the wave top. Question is whether he...
So Puppy's just going to go for the blitz.
Oh, Dream Call. Okay, that saved his life. He was about to get hit up by the Pit of Malice. So that was the right move. He doesn't give over a kill there. They're smoked. Nisha still feeling like a liability. He doesn't have that diffuser. He's still not that close to it. Root's going to come out. Stun control. God Strength chasing. Nisha not even able to use the Tricks of Trade in time. Puppy will be able to escape, but the tower might be in trouble. Matsuma Man pinged out. Ilias is going to be silent start, but Matsuma Man, he needs some vision to play off of here. Zai has got the Blink Dagger. He's now sticking it in. In 1 second, he'll be able to blink in. They're already pinging out Yapsor. This ward already finding value as the Phoenix is critical to Secret's fight. So just make sure that he cannot connect with his team as they clear up the stacks in the jungle.
They've done a really good Zai
really want to fight. He's in. LSA goes stun. He can get the spear out in time. And the GA will protect them from any follow-up damage. Secret. I mean, it looked like a golden initiation, but the instant response screwing over Zai's ability to do anything.
Yeah, they just stand their ground. They just immediately burst. Yeah, VP have done a really good job so far. Whenever they're trying to kill Nisha, that they're just... See how he initiates with the cold snap onto the Riki. Then the tornado comes in, so he can't dodge it. There's no chance. And then they follow up with the Pit of Malice. So there's never a point in which they could actually get out of that.
There's a reason we're always talking about GPK. How highly sought after he was, how good he is, because he even clips with the tornado. It's not enough to finish Puppy off, but preview after preview, you know, this is one of his heroes, and he's proven exactly why in this game.
Yeah, both mid laners
are scanning.
Not really up to the most, you know, amazing starts. Riki's still struggling to get that diffuser. Still about, what, 800 gold away at 17 minutes. So definitely not the fastest.
Well, the difference here is what is each of these mids meant to do, right? Like, you know, this Riki's been picked because they want him to have this impact around the 20-minute mark and make space for the Drow, right? While GPK, he knows he's part of the support and cast. That's the whole idea. But with how the game has gone, look what he's got. He picks up a Midas.
Yeah, no, I can get behind the Midas. I think it's a way for him to just scaling in this game. I think VP are quite happy with the position. This Riki, like you said, he's spent to maybe not even 20 minutes, but I feel like you should have this diffusal by around 15 minutes. And I think you're supposed to have been strong for a while now, but by the time he gets the diffusal, it's gonna be, then it's already gonna be very, very big. He might even have the axe.
He might even look for a kill into Roche. They just found a DD. This boy hits hard. I'm pretty sure if Puppy gets stunned, he's dead in one hit. Luckily, he's running out soon. They were hoping someone would come to try and farm midway if they were wrong. So what do?
Radiant's bottom tower
Give him
is
lemon.
under attack.
You make lemonade. Straight into the pit. Find a target that you know is guaranteed to be there. The God Strength, with the DD, and with the alacrity, this is not going to last long. Oh, sorry, Heavenly Grace. Can't forget that. That little creme de la creme, that little cherry on top.
The added boost.
Your shrine has fallen.
Yeah, this is one of those boost your PC programs that actually works. I mean, we keep seeing it at the moment, these Sven drafts, that usually you do have an Invoker in there for good measure, whether it's a PA or a Sven, but anything else that complements him, that buffs him up, juices him up to that point where he 1 or 2 taps people to death.
Yeah, something, Ben, something, oh, the frog, something.
So how is that even balanced? All right, Diffusal's there now. Nisha's like, yes, I'm ready. What do you mean you got an Aegis? Crap!
Yeah, the Sven not really though being the primary target for the
Dire's top tower is
especially
under
at this
attack.
point, you know, if he ever tries to go toe-to-toe with the Sven, all he has to really do is just face the Riki. I mean, he will barely notice that he's there. I think your job as, like for Nisha right now, your job is to try to find this Omni Knight in the fights, potentially get on top of save or GPK. There's no force staff on any of on VP right now, so
Dire's
find
top
someone with the
tower
diffuse,
is
so
under
it
attack.
could be fairly clean kill. Getting Yapster to level 12 would be quite helpful. You get that some extra attacks to where the egg is. It's gonna become kind of difficult for us at some point to do.
No, he did get that level 12 side. It wasn't jumped in the river, they just poked and prodded low. There might be a go opportunity. I mean, you say the Omni Knight, also maybe GPK. Like, there are some decent targets. Like you said, just it's critical it's not the Sven. The problem is, how do you control them while you're trying to kill these heroes? Because with this Axe, with this Aegis, it's going to be not even overconfident. I don't think there is a situation right now in which Epic Kid can be overconfident unless he's diving fountain. Guna, Puppy. Oh, he gets away. Sunstrike gets him though. GPK says, where the hell are you going? And Epic Kid, they're
I
rapping.
find Matsu here.
Wise move.
Dire's
Still, they're
middle
just gonna go onto the
is under
tower.
attack.
Static objectives at this point. You're set up for it. Epic Kid, he has queued up the AC next, so yeah, he's going to become nigh on unkillable in this game. So find a way to assassinate that spawn cast is going to be
Dire's
even more
middle tower
important.
has fallen.
I don't know if you try to combat them while this Aegis is there. Maybe just try and buy time and wait that out if you're
Radiant's
secret.
bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
I mean,
attack.
the pressure in this game is it is kind of on
Radiant
VP
are scanning.
pushing this, because at some point in the game, if the game like drags on for another 10-15 minutes, then I think Secret, kind of by virtue of how their heroes function later on in the game, they're just gonna be ahead if the net worth is somewhat even. They are sort of, you know, in a position where they want to be making things happen. They want to further their advantage.
Both teams do have solid high ground defense as well. That's where it gets a little bit finicky for VP to maybe push in earlier. But maybe if they find a pick-off. Puppy has to reveal himself, but Zai goes in with the arena, connects on a 2. Hint spin up against the wall, the egg is down. They'll use the GA, Laguna shotgun on Riki, but the stun's going to go off from the egg. On the 3 heroes here. GPK being burned up, being caught low. The stun's going to be returned on the Yapzor, and they will kill him off. The Suns comes out, but Timmerman a little bit too close here. Will be able to Hurricane Pike away, but Epic Kid hunting. They're trying to silence him up to make sure he cannot Stormhammer forward, but it's coming off cooldown in 2 seconds, and Timmerman has nowhere to hide. The confidence on Epic Kid. He says, here, give me a high five, and then I'll give you a slap. Nice try to save from Zai, but Timmerman, blocked by his own creeps, cannot get away from this. In the meantime, Puppy will at least snipe out a kill and a save. Needs 2 more hits, but he can't fight the LSA. No! The Fairy Dragon is dead. The spear through from Zai will at least secure the kill. And Nisha's still in. The Stormhammer across is going to find him. Greedily trying to snipe out Omni Knight after he'd used everything. The Rune's going to be there for Mars as well. He will not be able to TP away, as DM will clean that one up. Everyone on the side of Secret is dead. VP happy with the price they paid.
Yeah, I think Secret got like almost the best kind of start to the fight that they could find. I think the issue for them was that Matomba Man was a bit too far away to deal damage there. The Invoker, he's not really meant to survive in that initial engagement where Sai gets on top of him. They get this really nice egg placement, but because of the Omni Knight just being in the vicinity, the GA, and I think maybe there was also a heal. I'm not sure if the Heavenly Grace might have been on Sven, but they don't manage to bring down GPK, and he gets to use his spells before he dies, which in turn leads to kind of just taking the fight.
that's the fact he's got his essence ring as well, which is coming in handy already. And the interesting part, right, is you maybe expect that from a max quas Invoker, right? The amount of regen he has. It's not. He's actually capping Exort first. So the fact that you can't kill him still, just by you know, virtue of this Omni Knight and the essence ring, is a little bit concerning for Secret. They need to find a way to connect together.
Yeah, right now though, they're just gonna try to connect here.
Nisha, he scouted this out, but there's a sentry down, so he has to back away. Can't give full vision. Puppey is just trying to keep this wave pushed out because they are coming for this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, he just did get reclaimed. Or that secondary life on F-Kid.
A hard kill once, let alone twice. Not sure how much it changes. I mean, the operational plan has to be the same as it was before for Secret. Find a way to get rid of the support and cast this Sven. Giving so goddamn elusive. I mean, even the Glimmer Cape on save, it makes it very tough for that quick snipe out at the start of the fight.
Yeah, you can see Nisha carrying this stuff. He has to be able to, whether it's through Glimmer Cape or
feels like the ultimate irony, a Riki with detection.
The proof the importance of carrying detection against certain items or heroes.
I'm glad, because after those initial no detection Riki moments, people might have got the wrong idea, but Nisha set him straight. Wards and sentries, obs, and dust, they'll really win games. Oh, and smokes.
They're gonna hit then he's gonna get his AC right now.
They know. He needs to get out quick. The tornado. Oh, it's just off the mark. They've got the cold snap though. Last fraction of the TP. They'll force out the egg. I mean, YapzOr, this won't even go off in time. It'll be scrambled. Beautifully done by GPK. That looked like a clean escape just slimly for YapzOr, but Corey given the vision he needed in the end.
Yeah, it was a really nice idea with the sun there. Just finding vision so that he knows which direction he's going. With the dive, he doesn't get him with the tornado. If you just cancel the port with the cold snap, it's enough. Now VP have this great opportunity. Have the AC on Sven. I mean, he's by far the strongest hero in this game now. Backed up by this Omni Knight.
Is under attack.
Pretty easy for them to just go down this bottom lane now that they know that there's no egg for. They could go for this tier 1 at least, if not more.
That's the key detail here, right? Because YapzOr decided to try and survive with that egg, which I'm not sure what his grand plan was because he didn't have TP, right? As the other worrisome part, it means there's no way you can mount a defense. The outskirts of your base now is Secret.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I guess maybe I'll buy some time for my team to keep on farming, right? Like waste an extra 10-15 seconds of this Sven's time, but not that way. Instead, Sven gets even more value out of it. Now up to 17,000.
Under attack.
Drought trailing by a few thousand at this point. Is going towards the butterfly next. That will be big if you can get it before the next primary fight. Considering the Epic Kid is going to the BKB next, not into an MKB.
Yeah, one thing about Secrets though, and about their supports, is YapzOr, he's getting very close to the shield. If YapzOr gets to level 18 with guard, killing this egg is going to become quite the issue for Puppey here. And also, if Puppey manages to get to this eggs, put up the
he's worried about dying.
But I'm not a huge fan. You have this Sven with this spell talent. I think that should work. I just think you want to be on the offense here a bit more. I would really like to see the Ags from Puppey in combination with the eventually getting 18 etc. Right? But it's incredibly difficult to do.
Puppey? Oh no, they know. Nisha is lingering around here. Looks like Puppey will be able to escape. Nisha, of course, being invis, can just wander on out. Actually, okay, he's got some items coming out. That was an ambitious journey for the courier to go on just to give him an uncompleted BKB. But it works out. However, VP, they're coming for the final out tower. They're looking to set up for a situation where, after they get Roche, they can potentially delete all of Secret space. The question is, where is Secret going to be ready to even fire the Roche Pit?
Kind of awkward. You see all of Secret's heroes. Basically, they're either just hiding or they're trying to farm jungle because they don't want to show on these lanes. VP are not showing with all the heroes on the map, so it's hard for Secret to show on these lanes and try to push and take advantage of the fact that VP are sort of off map.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, it really does just feel like a case of the moment they see someone that, the moment you show rather, it's almost like there's always someone in the neighborhood, right? The way VP has played the first 25 minutes, the way that they split up DM and GPK across the map, it means even someone elusive like Riki doesn't feel even remotely safe this game. I don't think we've really seen one big use of the diffusal so far either.
No, and that's kind of, I think, a courtesy of this, you know, this Underlord.
Is under attack.
It makes sense, right? Even now, he's got the gem, and they're also making use of this pair kit, the 5 HP. I really like kind of what the unit is here. He's got the Greaves, he's got the pipe, has a gem now, and he's just very hard to bring down. The Pit of Malice is very useful in these fights. The Firestorm, he's just this big aura builder for the team.
He is, and he's going towards the Heaven's Halber next, which is going to spell disaster for Matumba in these fights. And if your Drow isn't dealing damage, who really is to the primary targets? Because, well, Riki can be impressive. The way he's fallen off in this mid-late game, it's not really feeling that way. And now with another Aegis on Epi Kid, feelings are going to get pretty sorrowful for Secret.
He's about to pick up. He's going to get beat right now.
Oh, Matumba, no! They're going to find him, the God's Strength, they'll find the kill, and they're going to get the Craggy Coat, which he just dropped from the Ancients. And now they've also found another one, the Stun across, they'll find the Phoenix. Do they see it? Okay, they actually don't see the Craggy Coat, so at least that's something. But still, the way you so cleanly lose your +1 and your big team fight egg there, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, Puppy doing the only thing he can here. He has to stop the waves. There's one catapult alive for VP, and that just might be the
cold snap. What is that cast range?
Is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
I mean, I had to check if someone had a telescope because that was your standard Stormhammer range. It just didn't feel like it. The way he initiated, I mean, give me a blink off cooldown. Good luck. They're just going to take the rocks. They'll back away. I mean, I guess the silver lining for Secret is that Craggy Coat never got picked up and still won't. Oh, there we go. Nisha goes, oh, okay. Not really the item he would have liked, but at least that's a little silver lining.
Yeah, then you saw VP, they did lose their wave there, but they had the one catapult. They kept it alive long enough that before the backdoor prediction. They just go back bottom. They still have the Aegis. They're gonna have the Sven's ult back up and.
Yep, and he's almost got the MKB. Oh no. Yep, the Timberman, he committed to the Eagles when this was spotted, of course. And he's not going to have the butterfly complete before the MKB at this rate. Which means your Drow is still in critical danger in these fights.
Yeah, it's very hard, I think, to have impact on this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If your team can't get on top of the enemy, you can't kind of make the fight easier for you. It's so tough for you to find impact here. Puppy's actually going for a Lincoln.
Okay. Except this Stormhammer still stuns you, right?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Capsule in a bit of trouble. Cataclysm will clean him up. Epkin did use the BKB, but he's going to use it to good value as he jumps on the Timberman. He's going to fight Puppy casually as they also clean up Drow. GG instantly gets called. Not too surprising. This Sven is a mighty big boy. Secret are mighty dead.
Yeah, just